It's a story out of Effingham County where the government trying to work on property taxes for people there, but at what cost to citizens?
Absolutely. Effingham County voters will need to approve 2 referendums as a part of the process. And WSAV's Evan Smoke is joining us now. He has the latest.
Effingham County voters will need to approve 2 referendums as part of this process, and voters will get a chance to decide this fall on a local homeowner incentive adjustment grant. And next year, we'll vote on a 1-cent local homestead option sales tax, or LHOST. Effingham County Manager Tim Callanan spoke with WSAV about how the grant will be funded and how it can affect local homeowners.
What that will allow the county to do is that if the county has excess revenue at the end of the year or in the budget we have a surplus, what this allows us to do is to issue a credit on the tax bill specifically targeting primary residents or homeowners in the county so that they get the priority on this process.
Callanan says the hope is to reduce homeowners' overall property tax bill by 40%. For more details, visit our website, WSAV.com. Evan Smoke, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Evan, thanks so much. And a developing story in the Low Country now as Alec Murdaugh's civil lawsuit against former Clerk of Court Becky Hill in federal court has now been dismissed. Murdaugh wanted Hill to pay him more than $600,000. That's the money he spent on his murder trial defense. And that came after a judge determined that Hill tampered with the jurors to help get a guilty verdict to help sales of her upcoming book. But a federal court judge today dismissed that case, ruling that since Hill was not involved in filing the original criminal charges against Murdaugh in the first place, she is not responsible for paying Murdaugh's legal bills from the trial. Now, this ruling does not affect the criminal retrial in that murder case. That's currently set to start in April.
4 of 5 suspects arrested in connection to a shooting at Fellwood Park have been denied bond. Keontae Williams, Jamari Fields, Jaquan Cooper, and Caleb Deddy appearing in court Monday after each were charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault. They are due back in court August 11th for preliminary hearings. And the 5th suspect, Johan Vasquez Arenas, did not appear in court. The suspects are accused in a July 25th shooting. Savannah police say they were called to an area near Fellwood Park after a reported shooting at a large gathering. 2 men and 1 woman were hurt, and a car and home were damaged by gunfire.
Now over to Bullock County, where county commissioners delayed a vote that could limit where the data centers are built. That comes while a Statesboro panel moved a proposed project a step closer to reality on Tuesday. The commission recommended approval of a zoning change that could pave the way for a proposed 27-acre data center inside the city limits off of Burkhalter Road, now by a vote of 5 to 1 in that case. Statesboro Director of Planning and Development Justin Williams talked with WSAV after Tuesday's meeting. He explained that this was just the first step in a very long process.
A site has to be zoned before they can submit for a special use permit. Until the zoning is in place, they can't actually go forward and submit for the data center itself. The special use permit requires a number of things like the water analysis, sound studies, a number of other things that weren't really discussed here because tonight was only a matter of zoning.
Yesterday's zoning recommendation will now go before Statesboro City Council on August 18th.
Effingham County commissioners also faced a packed room last night as they responded to growing questions about a proposed OpenAI data center there.
No agreements, 0 agreements.
Last month, a spokesperson with OpenAI called the project a done deal, but that changed last night after Chairman Damon Ron said the county has only shared a zoning verification letter with the company. He also said no disclosure agreements have been signed and says if someone suspects any county official of any wrongdoing, they should report it to law enforcement. Well, some of the people we talked to after the meeting say they were not reassured.
I feel like when they actually said there was no NDAs, it kind of made a lot of us actually feel worse because it means, okay, we at least thought you were at least being, held legally, not being able to talk about it, but instead you just chose not to talk to us at all.
We will continue following this story and give you any updates as we get them on air and online.
As communities across Georgia continue to grow, state lawmakers now discussing the issues they say need attention. Both Representative Jesse Petrie and Senator Ben Watson shared their priorities today with members of the Chatham area Republican women. WSV's Nikia Harris was there and it's got more.
School zone cameras to transportation projects. State lawmakers are discussing what they say are the biggest issues facing our communities.
Georgia State Representative Jesse Petrie and State Senator Ben Watson spoke to the Chatham area Republican women about the issues they've been working on under the Gold Dome. Petrie telling WSAV they accomplished a lot this year. One example he pointed to is a new law requiring restaurants to disclose whether the shrimp they serve is imported. For Watson, public safety was a key focus. He highlighted efforts to have post-certified school safety officers in schools, and he discussed changes to Georgia's school zone camera law.
The speed cameras in the school zones do slow people down and reduce accidents. But the question is, has this been used to make money off people's backs? I mean, and that's what we're looking at. We've required them now to make sure we have flashing lights there. We tighten up the hours that you can have. So as of July 1, that law went into effect. So any new school zone cameras will have to be voted on before they can be put out. And any school zone camera that's in existence will have to be voted on. I think they said the one in Chatham County will be voted on next year.
Nikia Harris, WSAV News 3, on your side.
A new district attorney has been appointed for the Ogeechee Judicial Circuit following the death earlier this year of DA Robert Busby. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp has appointed Bullock County Solicitor General Catherine Sumner to be the new DA for the circuit that covers Bullock, Effingham, Jenkins, and Screven counties. Sumner has previously worked in the same office as an assistant district attorney and was elected as Solicitor General in 2020. Sumner will serve through December 31st, 2028. That is the remainder of Busby's term.
And a longtime Superior Court judge for the Eastern Judicial Circuit is retiring. Judge Timothy Walmsley has announced his resignation effective September 1st. Now, Walmsley presided over that 2021 trial of the 3 men accused in the murder of Ahmaud Arbery, who was gunned down while jogging in a Glenn County neighborhood. And Judge Walmsley has served the Eastern Judicial Circuit right here in Savannah for 14 years and presided over thousands of cases. He's now taking a position with Robbins, an Atlanta-based law firm.
While some local children started class on Monday, for many students, well, today was the first day in the classroom. That includes Jasper County. WSCV's Danielle Ruddy spoke to school leaders about their priorities as the year begins.
There's excitement in the air today as Jasper County students got back to the books this morning as the new school year has officially started. Leaders are focused on a safe and productive learning environment.
It is truly a great day in Jasper today because it's day one.
Jasper County welcomed thousands of students today. Faculty and staff in the district have been preparing all summer long for students to once again fill the halls. Thanks to numerous donations of school supplies from the community throughout the summer, most of the children have what they need to start the year off right. I spoke with the district superintendent. She laid out their priorities for the year.
Continue to focus on 3 priorities. The first one is safe. So they are dropping their students, scholars here in a safe learning environment so that they can focus on work and we can focus on making sure that we grow their scholars. And then they can expect a high quality curriculum because we're going to ensure all students learn and grow. And then transparency. We're going to continue to be transparent.
Leaders say they have seen tremendous growth in the past year and expect more all school year long. Beaufort and Hampton County schools will be up next, starting on Friday and Monday. In Hardyville, I'm Danielle Ruddy, WSAV News 3 on your side.
And today was also the first day of school in Bryan County. This school year, there will be some big changes for students. This school year actually marks a new chapter under new Superintendent Bivens Miller. New principals also taking over at Richmond Hill High School, Bryan County Middle School and High School, and McAllister Elementary. The district also expanding its nutrition program by partnering with more than 10 local farmers to serve locally raised beef, including fresh fruit smoothies at elementary schools and also salad bars at middle and high schools. Families are also going to notice expanded opportunities through community education, including new adult classes like welding, fitness, dog training, and outdoor recreation. And district leaders say they're also planning for the future after voters approved the renewal of the Education SPLOST, which is going to help fund additional construction, including a new Bryan County High School planned for 2029. For anything and everything that you may need to know as your kids go back to school this year in both Georgia and South Carolina, just visit our website, wscv.com/backtoschool.
Now, Time Saver Traffic, sponsored by Arrowhead Clinic, the accident doctors, where it pays to get well.
Well, so far we don't have many major issues on the roadways around the Coastal Empire and the Low Country. We do have a truck on the side of the road in the shoulder here along Interstate 16 westbound as you approach Pooler Parkway. This is some caution through that area. It is in the shoulder, so speeds are pretty close to normal. Just seeing some minor delays along 204 heading westbound toward Interstate 16 and I-95. No major issues in the Low Country for us this afternoon. Drive times pretty close to normal, taking just about an hour to get from downtown Savannah to Hilton Head, about 13 minutes from Savannah to Pooler.